what's heck with this touchscreen? Let me use this. One heck of an amazing trackpad that I paid $300 for this keyboard case. Whoa. Nice feel. Whoa, clicks a lot. This is one heck of an amazing product. So this is our review of the Apple iPad Magic Keyboard. So let's check it out. And yes guys, as you heard, we are going to talk about the brand new Apple iPad Magic Keyboard, which is, as I said, a very nice and amazing product, which also works with the iPad Pro 2018, 2020, and if you're going with the 11-inch size, you can also use it with the new Apple iPad Air 4, which I used the Magic Keyboard with, which was very, very fantastic and very nice and comfortable feel. So first, let's talk a bit about longevity. So Apple's cases, their folio cases, their old folio cases like for the iPad Pro 2017 and the other iPads, not the new Pros like 2018 and 2020, their feel and their fabric does not really hold up, which is not very good because, if you're going to use this case maybe will stay with you like 1 or 2 years maybe, or maybe even 4 or 5, who knows? But it's really important with longevity. But a good news with this new Apple Magic Keyboard case, that the feel after about 1.5 months of use is still one heck of wonderful. And also, compared to, the iPad Pros, old ones, the 2017, the folio case, which I have now on my iPad 8th gen to just control the camera. But that one I was using it around for 6 to 7 months, with the, an iPad Pro 2017 and stuff like that. But, it didn't really hold up. But after, 1.5 months of use, the case is still amazing. And now, let's talk a bit, how does the iPad stay in a case and is it really protective? Well, when you first get the product, you're going to see that you're going to have this like hinge thing. So it looks like the Surface Book 3 or the Surface Book line from Microsoft, but you really find that the hinge has 2 hinges, which the one will go up, which you will clearly see that there's a stop in the hinge. It's like that, which, the viewing angle of it, putting your iPad, you can't really see anything, but all what you need to do is just push it down, and you have it from a 90 to 130 degrees in the top part of the hinge to move your iPad. And if you're really scared about magnets, some people think that only the smart connector is the magnet that's holding, which is no way. But it's very easy. You just put your iPad and start typing. The hinge is super strong. The locking mechanism, which is this one, which you're going to mostly use while the case is closed and everything, it won't fall out. It's also very hard to take it from here. It's literally impossible, except if you just push this just a bit so you can get it this small space. All you need to do, it's very easy also to get, which is very, very nice. All what you need to do is just pull it, you get it. You want to put it back, just put it back right up and everything. And also, also the magnets like that, the iPad can't fold, but if you really push it on this side, but if you're just doing it like this, it won't really fold. It has a very, very, very low chance. And now let's talk a bit about the viewing angle. The case has lots of magnets, as you can guys see. This viewing angle, people are very scared because they hear only from 90 to 130 degrees. This is not enough for me. I need more, space to move my iPad. Well, here is it. I really thought that I'm going to be using it at the end or to the end, but I'm not really using this, this angle. I almost never use it. Maybe if I'm just going on my lap, that's not even on my lap. This is like the viewing angle that I use. This is not really the viewing angle that I use, but this one is really the one that I really use. And as I said, a very tip, just put your 2 fingers here, pull it. Oh, you want to put it back, just very easy. Magnets hold it up. you start typing, you start working. And guys, you can see the size, which is amazing. Here is like the metal thing of the hinge, which also has the USB Type-C port, which lots of people are talking about and they really love it. But one problem with it, that if you're using like a USB Type-C to an USB-A cable, or USB Type-C to a USB Type-C cable, or with a power bank, you know, it will tell the iPad that you're not charging it, saying that it's not charging well. It does provide lots of more power. You know, you are stuck to Apple's power brick and power adapter, which sucks a bit, but what can you do? But guys, tell me down in the comments, do you use the power brick and power adapter that you get in your iPhone box or iPad box? Tell me down in the comments below. I really want to do that. I don't really use it that much, except because of when I want to charge the iPad with the Magic Keyboard. But speaking of that, USB Type-C, you can't transfer data, but it's very nice just to have, you know, like your USB Type-C port on the side, like normal laptops. And if you want to put like an adapter or anything, you can use the normal USB Type-C port, which is very helpful for content creators. You know, you plug in an SD card, you also want to charge your iPad, which is very nice. But now let's talk a bit just about, you know, the keyboard, because this is a $300 case if you're going for the 11-inch, but if you're going for a 12.9 inch, it is $350, which is a bit pricey. But let's talk about the keyboard. The keyboard is a Magic Keyboard switch with that scissor switch mechanism, which really lots of people like. I don't know why, but people really like it, which is very nice. It's also very nice, you know, it's the T inverted shape, which is very comfortable. You know, the keyboard does have a bit of a muted feel, but it's very amazing. And for, you know, the 11-inch side, it is about 1 millimeter spaced out. And now, guys, you're going to hear a keyboard test of me typing 2 or 3 sentences on the keyboard. And the microphone, of course, you know, is going to be next to it and everything. So, guys, now see it. And as you guys can hear, as I said, it does have a bit of a muted look, you know, a muted feel than, you know, the Apple Magic Keyboard that you can buy separately or you can get with your iMac. As you guys can see, that is more mechanical, but these are still very nice switches and very, very, very comfortable. And also, they are much better, you know, than the folio thing that you can have with the iPad Pro's keyboards, and you know, the folio keyboards, and also these old folio keyboards, very nice. But you know, I like that. And if you're seeing the keyboard, of course, here you can see that there are no function keys. You know, there's no escape key. You know, there is no changing the brightness key. There is no nothing. It is really why, because the angle that you really want to use it maybe in, it really covers the function keys, so it's going to be pretty hard. And you're typing, you know, lots of online reviewers, you know, when I used to, you know, I watched a bit of videos, tell you that your finger will hit on the iPad, but this is not really the problem, because you will need to be putting your finger right, you know, you're typing, you'll put your finger right there just to push a button. Then, you know, you'll hit your iPad, and with time, maybe it will fall down. So, I really wish that Apple would have put function keys also to change the keyboard brightness. And you know, another very nice compliment with the Magic Keyboard, it's the first iPad, you know, case, which is made by Apple, that you have a backlight on the keyboard, which is very nice. Now, as you guys can see, you know, it is very nice. You know, you can see your keyboard and everything that you want, because you can't really change the backlight. You know, it has the auto brightness. It's still amazing. You know, it's using the iPad camera sensors, you know, to do the backlight. You know, the backlight is very strong, very nice. But if you want to change it manually, go to settings, general, hardware, keyboard hardware, and change it. You know, lots of people are like saying that it takes a long time. Well, I'm just using it. It's very easy to use. You know, I really just go general, hardware, keyboard, change it. Very nice and very easy. But now, this is with the backlight. Let's talk about the most important feature, which is this trackpad. You know, first iPad that has a trackpad. If you guys didn't know, in the iOS 13.4 they added trackpad support. What very nice with the trackpad, also my support, that they have lots of gestures. You scrolling with 2 fingers, swipe with 3 fingers up. You go home, swipe them up and hold them. You're entering multitasking. You know, 3 fingers swipe down. You can change through apps. A lot of very nice stuff. Well, is it really worth it with that $300 price or $350? Yes, it is. You know, if you have the money for it, go. That trackpad, as I said in the intro, it can click anywhere. It physically clicks, unlike the, you know, the MacBook trackpads, and even on the top. You know, Apple made a design for it that will click anywhere. If you click anywhere, the whole trackpad will go down. Very nice. It also really clicks on the top, which is really just was a Mac feature, because Windows, you know, or older Macs, it had like in the trackpad and the front, you know, there was something here that holds it, so it will be very hard to click up. As you guys can see, you can click here everywhere you want. And you know, also this is all powered only from 3 pins, which are the smart connector, which is a very nice feature that's very amazing. And you know, the keyboard is powered by the iPad, which is very helpful and very easy to use. So you don't really need to charge the iPad. You know, first people that saw USB Type-C port will tell you, what? You need to charge the Magic Keyboard? I told them no, you know, because this can charge your iPad. But here's the conclusion. Is the Apple iPad Magic Keyboard worth it? Well, here is it. If you do have the money for it and you want to use iPadOS and you really want a trackpad, you should really go with the Magic Keyboard. But one big downside with the Magic Keyboard that, you know, you can't flip it up and draw with it. But, you know, people are online. But, you know, it's very easy just to do this, and draw and everything. But people on the internet really thought of a way that you can do this, you know, and draw with a pencil. Well, let me get the pencil. But you can see, you can draw with your pencil, you know, do artistic work. But if you really push down, you know, the iPad will go down. And as I said, it did hold up a lot, and they last about 1 month, 1.5 months of use. Also, I'm going to have a video, if you want, guys, about, you know, after 3 or 4 months of use to see how the Magic Keyboard holds up. The conclusion, if you have the money and you want a trackpad and you don't care that it does not, you know, fold up, and want the best keyboard and trackpad and backlight, this is the best product, you guys. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend.